he's already smothered the bigger fighter, and he's got the best place to tee off. This has been entertaining.
They are teeing off on one another. Sanchez a bit wild, and Corrales, I think, scored with some pretty good shots, and the crowd loves it.
That's a shot of adrenaline for this crowd, because the stereotype of Olympic competition is points, points, points. But here these fighters are opening up and making it a crowd-pleasing street fight.
This is round 2. It's scheduled, of course, for 3. Each round, 3 minutes in duration. Joe Perret is the judge in this fight. Augustine Sanchez in the red. In the green tunic and trunks and the blue headgear is Diego Corrales. Boy, and what a left hand. He teed off. Nailed Sanchez as the mouthpiece came out. Boy, and Sanchez really got nailed with the left hand.
And about 9 shots to 2 right there. That's the biggest advantage right there for Corrales, as he made a big points jump there.
That losing the mouthpiece might have been the best thing could happen to Sanchez in this round, giving him just a brief 5 or 10 second rest from the action, which was furious.
There have been good momentum swings for each fighter. 15 or 20 second spree where they really unload and get a lot going.
Corrales a little more effective with that jab and the right that follows to keep Sanchez off him. Keeping Sanchez at longer range is the best thing Corrales can do. Round 3 coming up after we pause for this message.
Take a deep breath.
And the right hand coming across there by Corrales. He gets his best action of the round going in there. Tremendous left hook. Goodbye mouthpiece. And hello intervention.
Sanchez might have been the victim, not only of having the mouthpiece come out, but the referee said stop the minute he saw the mouthpiece fall. And Sanchez may have involuntarily or just kind of relaxed, and that left hand by Corrales hit him flush on the middle of the face.
You certainly don't want to get caught like that. And one consideration is going on with the mouthpiece and the safety, but you have to protect yourself at all times.
Amen. Round 3 at 125 pounds. Augustine Sanchez in red. In the green trunks with the blue headgear is Diego Corrales. They're both 17-year-olds. Sanchez has had the best record in Olympic and amateur competition to date, even though he's just 17. And he's only 5'2", while Corrales is 5'10". At times, the difference in height has been a problem for him. At other times, it has been a real advantage for him. Corrales is busy apologizing to Sanchez. He nailed him up against the ropes, and the referee had hollered break. And again, Sanchez kind of got nailed while listening to the referee's
and again, nearly an infraction there as the fighter was going down, and the warning issued.
Corrales wrestling Sanchez to the canvas as much as anything else.
And to the referee's credit so far, nothing being deducted. The understanding that this has been basically within the realm of the style of the fight.
Now Sanchez gets a bit of a caution for holding on. Nice left hand and a nice flurry in return by Corrales.
Each fighter has done what got them here. The jab by Corrales has been prevalent at times. At other times, Sanchez cuts it off and gets inside, does his best work. And when you see the holding by Sanchez, it's because he wants to stay inside, and another caution being issued there.
Sanchez being warned about holding, and his holding on because he's 8 inches shorter. When Corrales straightens up, why, his feet are off the canvas, and he's been wrestled to the deck a couple of times.
And it's one of those things, Tom, a fighter gets inside, the psychology is, well, go as far as you can until the referee takes that spot of the floor away from you.
Taking a point away from Corrales from Sanchez for holding again.
He had the several warnings, and on the scoring, that will go as 3 points across the board to the credit of Corrales. It doesn't get taken off one fighter's scorecard. It gets added to another fighter, and it's 3 points. They put up 1, but it's 3.
And of course, the shoelace comes undone, and that stops the contest. Now Corrales has the shoes retied, and round number 3 continues. Less than a minute to go in this 125-pound semi-final event. The winner will advance to meet Chris Martinez.
And the winner has been in a fight. This has had good action on the inside. Both of them teeing off. Corrales has not stayed behind and tried to be just a jabber. He's known that he's got to mix it up at times on the inside, and he's been willing.
Corrales, the taller of the two men at 5'10".
He's got improper headgear there.
Untied, and so Sanchez is having his headgear retied.
That should set up a furious finish. You give these guys a little bit of a rest toward the end.
His trainer and handler couldn't resist the temptation to say, work, 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 work. The temptation was too great. While tying the headgear. About 10-15 seconds remaining here in round number 3. 125-pound featherweight competition.
Well, the taller fighter has done a fairly good job here of being elusive. Sanchez has pressed the attack, but he eats some big leather going in.
As the bell sounds, a very, very crowd-pleasing fight between Sanchez and Corrales. Corrales, the taller of the two, wearing the blue headgear. Sanchez at only 5'2", as opposed to a 5'10" opponent. Very tough once he got inside, but once Corrales got had the knack of taking that left hand, sticking it out, keeping him at bay, following it with the right hand, he used his height advantage to a pretty good advantage.
He was able to pick him apart, and at times he did it, Tom, in a counter-punching situation because Sanchez was coming at him, and there were 3 points also given to Corrales.
Another close decision.
Here's the decision.
Separate the two by a score of 42-39. Your winner, and he will advance into the finals, Augustine Sanchez, red corner.
Sanchez, the winner. He's going to fight Chris Martinez. And, of course, Diego Corrales is very unhappy about the call. Sanchez gets the call, even though he had a point